Yeah, good evening students. So once again we are here for next class. The next result is we have to show that a subgroup of cyclic group is cyclic. We know what is cyclic group. A group is called cyclic group if it is generated by single element. Means every element of that group can be written as integral power of generator. Suppose G is some group and suppose it is generated by some element A. Then we say every element of G can be written as integral power of A. So every element of this G is A, square, so on up to certain order if it is finite. And in case of infinite cyclic, it goes on. Now this result is general. Every subgroup of cyclic is cyclic, whether finite or infinite. So suppose let G is cyclic group generated by A. This is a notation which we use to write the cyclic group, and we write that this A is nothing but the generator of the group. And let H be a subgroup of G. If this H is equal to G, since G is cyclic, so H is equal to G is also cyclic. If H is equal to identity element singleton, then it is the only one element and it plays the role of a generator also, then it is again cyclic. So we suppose our subgroup H is not equal to G and is not equal to identity, means it is a proper subgroup. Right? We have studied in previous lectures that a group has two subgroups, always exist. One is group itself and identity element. These two subgroups always exist for any group, and these are called improper subgroups. Others are called proper subgroups. So we suppose H is proper subgroup. It means then we can find some element in subgroup H other than the identity element. So let X belongs to H. So there exists X belongs to H, which is not equal to identity. Why? It is proper subgroup. Since H is a subgroup of G, so every element of H is also element of G. So I can say X belongs to H implies X belongs to G. Why? Because H is subset of G. But G is cyclic and generated by A. It means this X belonging to G can be written as integral power of A. So I can say X is equal to AR for some non-zero integer R. Right? But this X was from H. Since H is a subgroup, so if X belongs to H, then its inverse also belongs to H by definition of subgroup. So if X is equal to AR, then X inverse is minus AR. It means AR and minus AR both belongs to this H. Right? So what is R here? In our case, you can see that R and minus R, A ki power R, A ki power minus R both belongs to H. So it means if R is positive, then this R is positive. If R is negative, then minus plus minus R is. It means out of these two, R and minus R, one is positive integer. So it means our subgroup H contains positive powers of A. This is what we want to show. That's why I have done all this. Okay. It means this subgroup H contains positive powers. Since R is non-zero, the same is here. So at least R and minus R is positive. So positive integral power of A belongs to H. Now out of what we do now, out of all these positive powers, what we do, we take that positive power which is the minimum. So we suppose Q is the least positive integer such that A power Q belongs to H. Out of all the positive integers, Q is the least positive integer such that A power Q belongs to H. We shall show that H is cyclic group generated by AQ. Means we have to show that we have to prove that H is cyclic. Now I will show that H is cyclic and it is generated by AQ, where Q is the least positive power of A available in subgroup H, right? For this, we suppose it is the least. Let X belongs to H be arbitrary, any element. Since X is subset of G, so X also belongs to, so I can write this X as A power n for some n, because G is cyclic. But our Q, which we have taken here, this is the least in H. This, no doubt this also belongs to H, but this is the least. Means this Q is smaller than n, and both are integers, first integer. So it means I can divide this n by Q, and when I divide it by Q, so I can write n is equal to Q1 into Q plus R, where Q1 is quotient, this is remainder. This is division algorithm, simple. And you know remainder is always less than Q, because we are dividing it by Q. So where R is greater than equal to 0 and it is less than Q, right? This is division algorithm, right? So this implies I take the powers of an is equal to A, Q1, Q1, and I bifurcate this into two parts, because bases are same, powers are added. Then I put this part to other part. So since division, bases are same, it is subtracted. So A minus Q1. Now since AQ belongs to H and Q1 is an integer, so AQ, Q1 also belongs to H, because this is a subgroup property. AQ, 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 Q1 times. So it happens by, it is the property of subgroup, closure property, right? Then also AN belongs to this H. Okay, this AN belongs to H. We have taken AN belongs to H. So AN belongs to H. AQ, Q1 belongs to H. So this into this element inverse. This is by criteria subgroup. So A, B inverse also belongs to H. But it is when written AN, it becomes minus. Bases are same, powers are added, so it becomes this. But you can understand that this was equal to AR. It means it is equal to AR. It means AR belongs to H. But you see here from division algorithm, what is R? R is less than Q. But we have supposed that Q is the least positive integer, such that AQ belongs to R. AQ belongs to H. So we find that R, which is smaller than Q, and AR belongs. It means this is not possible. So Q is the least positive integer, such that AQ belongs to H, and AR belongs to H, where R is less than Q. It means this R must be equal to 0. Where it must be 0? Here. Means here there is an algorithm, this R must be equal to 0. When this R is equal to 0, so it becomes 0 here, it becomes 0 here, and we can say see that n is equal to Q1 into Q, because plus R is 0, so it becomes this. This implies our X was AN, which is written as Q1 Q, and here it is AQ, because two powers are multiplied. So we have proved that this Q, which belongs to this X, which belongs to H, is generated by AQ, because it is written as integer power of AQ. So since this X is arbitrary, so this way I can show that every element of this H is integral power of AQ. We show that AQ is the generator. Hence, this H is cyclic group. This is very important question. I think I like this question too much. It is very important for examination. So this is the proof. Then next question, it is also good question. Every proper subgroup of infinite cyclic group is infinite. One thing is clear, subgroup of cyclic is cyclic. Okay. Now it says in case of infinite cyclic, the subgroup is also infinite. It means in case of finite cyclic group, the subgroup is finite. Definitely, when we say finite, it means a group has a finite number of elements. So how subgroup can be infinite? But in case of infinite cyclic group, the very important result, in case of infinite cyclic group, okay, the subgroup is always infinite. The subgroup of infinite cyclic cannot be finite. This we will say. So let G be a cyclic group generated by A and it is infinite. Let H be a subgroup of G, and we have proved that subgroup of cyclic is cyclic in earlier result. So H is cyclic, and if suppose n is the least positive integer, then procedure such that Am belongs to H. So if it is the least positive integer, then we know from previous theorem that H is generated by this Am. Okay, this is general theory. Now we have to show that this H is infinite. For this, we suppose H is finite. We try to get some contradiction. Suppose this H is finite group or subgroup, okay, of order P, okay. This P is any number, not necessarily it is prime, it is any number, okay. Since Am is a generator, so Am P is identity. Why? Because if we know that if a group is of order n, then A power n is always identity, where A is element of group. So since it is generator, so its power is always identity, that is A power MP. Now this Am is generator of H, but here you can see this A is generator of this G. From this I can say this MP, which is greater than 0, is identity. It shows that MP is order of this group. You know, in case of cyclic groups, the order of group is equal to the order of its one of the elements, which is the generator. The order of generator and order of cyclic group is same. If a cyclic group has 10 elements, then the generator has order 10. So this is a valid result. So we have find that A power MP is equal to identity, but it means the group G is of order MP, which is a contradiction because MP is a finite number. Okay, so order of a finite, and consequently G is also finite. Why? Because it is generator of G, which is a contradiction to our hypothesis. Why? Because G is given to be infinite. So it means this H cannot be finite. Hence H must be infinite cyclic group subgroup of G. So this is very important result. Okay. So in case of infinite, subgroups are infinite. Okay. So I think I stop here. This is about today's lecture. Prepare these two results and then we will meet tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.